Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Alrighty, everybody, we thank you for tuning into our neighborhood network. We always greatly appreciate you taking time to check us out. Despite how busy you are, you always make time to make Martinsville, Henry County's number one newscast. I will say that here in South Side of Virginia priority, and we thank you for doing so. We hope you enjoyed your day. We had some rain this morning. We did see some clearing out this afternoon, and now it's going to get cold in a hurry because now that cold air is catching up to this. Now we are going to begin to see that cool air filter in for many of us tonight and getting ready to feel like December as we officially flip the calendar page to the last day of the month. And of course, we're now 31 days until the end of the year as we get ready to wrap things up here pretty soon. Sunny skies will begin to filter in after today and going into tonight as well. Temperatures going to the 50s. We will see some 40s developing later on tonight with clear skies coming into play. So if you have anything out tonight, do bundle up because it is going to be getting cold in a hurry as that cold air is going to be catching up with that cold front that's moving through our area. And this time, this is a legitimate cold front. Compared to last times, this past weekends, it was more pretty warm air behind it, not really bringing much colder air. But again, to say the least, that is a wake-up call. Let you know, hey, December is going to definitely feel like it for sure. Of course, as we do see our regional overnight lows for many of our hometowns tonight getting in the mid-20s, upper 20s, and low 30s. So a very cold start to the day on your Thursday morning. The winds will begin to pick up too, so it's going to have a bit of a wind chill in the morning, as our wind chills are going to be in the teens and 20s for everybody. So do bundle up as you have plans to head out in the morning hours. So just keep that in mind because you want to have enough of winter weather coats on you and stuff of that nature as you're doing so. My rating for Thursday tomorrow, we're going to get a 6 out of 10 just because of the we're going to see partly sunny skies. However, though, it'll be breezy at times as well, and just keep all that in mind here in the city of Martinsville. Henry County will get about northwest, about 5 to 10, high of 51 as our overnight lows are going to be near the 20s. So again, for your highs for majority of our hometowns tomorrow, we'll see in that again breezy at times coming in at that play 51 Stewart, 50 at Ararat. Meanwhile, 49 in Woolwine, so a little cooler and higher than mountaintop range as well. Meadows-Adan is outside of Ararat too, so a little bit cooler there since they're more dipped in a valley. I would per se that again 50s here for Oak Level, City of Martinsville, up down to 20, 57, 58, Highway 57. Highway 58. If you've been hearing me say 57, 58, it's the highways that run across our areas as well. Highway 220, of course, runs up and down Boone's Mill down to Oak Level there, heading towards Bassett. Philadelphia communities looking pretty seasonable for this time of the year. So again, it's cooler than average, but again, we're not freezing cold for majority of our hometowns. As again, that main concern will be that wind that'll be persisting out there too. Something else real quick before we wrap things up, we're going to talk about our prediction outlook. As you know, it's going to get cooler than average, and we're going to most likely settle in this pattern for quite a while. Meanwhile, the southeast and the mid-south states, of course, if you've been hearing about this over the morning news, they unfortunately saw a number of tornado reports, part of the same system that moved through our area, parts of Mississippi, Alabama, into Texas even, Louisiana, seeing a number of tornado warnings, tornado warned storms. There's been several tornado reports in Tennessee even too, a number of wind damage reports. So a lot of the wind damage reports up and along this deep south area right here, and they saw several tornado warned storms late last night and again early Wednesday morning. So just keep check in some folks if you have family and friends down to the deep south. Make sure they're doing okay, because I know this is always that time of year now. Of course, as a lot of you remember, almost a year ago, we're coming up on the anniversary of the Quad State tornado that impacted parts of Kentucky, Paducah, Mayfield areas, and of course you remember I had a chance to go out there earlier this year. Part of submission work I had a chance to partake in as well. So again, they're coming up on that 1-year anniversary of the Quad State tornado. Parts of it was Tennessee, Arkansas, and Missouri seeing a lot of the storms way back almost nearly a year ago. Recap this. We haven't talked about this much because it's been a lot going on in the weather world, but again, this is winter weather preparedness week, and we want to get you prepared, even though we're not forecasting snow anytime soon. However, though, it isn't always a great idea to go ahead and get prepared. So I want to run through these bullet points again. So Monday, the National Weather Service in Blacksburg, of course, I had a chance to talk with Phil Heisel, who was one of the emergency coordinators at the National Weather Service earlier this week, and he was telling me that it is essentially important for you and all your families to get ready to have a preparedness kit for you. So again, Monday they talked about winter storm watches and warnings and winter weather advisories. Of course, a winter storm watch is a little more different than a severe thunderstorm watch. Obviously, it's similar. We have the potential for seeing whatever's coming our way. A winter storm warning means immediate action is underway and taking place. The threat of winter weather is likely, whereas a watch, its potential, those normally get issued a couple of days in advance of the midst of the big storm itself. A warning is most likely issued within 24 hours or so of a winter storm. And of course, winter weather advisories are also issued into play whenever winter weather is the potential for there. So sometimes if you've seen on the National Weather Channel or wherever you watch your local national weather forecast, they'll issue a winter weather advisory, and the next step's a watch, and then of course the next next step would be a warning. And now, of course, obviously, we don't get blizzard warnings here in our area because it's rare for us to get a blizzard to meet the qualifications for that. That's a different type of winter storm concerns. Of course, those happen typically in the Midwest, the Pacific Northwest occasionally, and also in the upper Midwest states where the Great Lakes are. Of course, Buffalo, New York recently picked up all them 80 inches of snow, so impressive stuff with that. Tuesday, they talked about properly measuring snowfall, and I put this email address on here because they also love seeing your winter snow totals reports. You can head over to weather.gov/Blacksburg, and on their website this week, they have a banner dedicated on there that says Winter Weather Preparedness Week 2022. You can click on that banner. And again, this will go through the rest of the week as well. So they talked about measuring snow on Tuesday, and again for Wednesday, having that winter weather emergency kit with you. And then again, this is some of the essential items you want to have. Obviously, you make sure you have some bathroom utensils there. He's got some gloves. Make sure you have your scarf, and of course your main essential winter items, your coats, vests, hats, all that essential things as well. And you might not have a snowman, put him a little hat on so he can stay warm, right? So anyway, so that's been happening all this week as well. And like I said, coming up on Thursday, they'll actually be doing a winter weather webinar. You can head over to, again, weather.gov/Blacksburg, as that is the affiliated office for Virginia and parts of North Carolina and even Virginia as well. Over 40 counties, the National Weather Service helps issue alerts to immediately when they are prone to get affected in that nature as well. So take a part of that winter weather webinar. That's again weather.gov/Blacksburg. There is a link in the winter weather preparedness tab on the main homepage. You click on that, and there's an events page on there. You click on that, and all you have to do is register. Just put your first and last name and an email address in there, and again, that will take place Thursday from 6:30 to 7:30. Talked again Phil Heisel, like I said, he's the emergency weather coordinator at the Blacksburg office, said that they're going to be having a lot of fun in with that and also learning a lot more about winter weather itself. So on that note, no winter weather is expected. We're going to feel like it for sure as we get closer to tomorrow with highs in the 50s, and your overnight lows are dipping in the 20s. Take care. We'll talk again on Thursday with a lot more to come.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.